Reproduction of this program in whole or in part is prohibited without written approval of the originating agency.
Tony's Pizza, can I take your order?
Yes, 1 large pepperoni to go. The name is Mike Stevens. I'll pick it up in about 20 minutes.
1 large pepperoni, Stevens. Okay, 20 minutes.
Okay, thanks.
Okay.
Mr. Jones' office?
Hi, Susan. This is Mike. Is Bob in?
Yes, hold please.
Hi, Mike. You get my note?
Just now. Let's go secure.
Okay.
Okay, we're secure now.
Good. Let me elaborate on what I wrote here.
As you've seen, the KY71 Secure Telephone Unit, 2nd generation, or STU II, is just an ordinary telephone when ordering a pizza. But when you get down to business, it's a lot more than that. We've designed it to handle all phone calls, but more importantly, to secure those telephone conversations which need protection. I'll go over the procedures for making calls over the STU II, but first, let's look at the terminal. Mike's calls come through here. He shares this terminal with 5 other users who have telephones just like his. Each may be up to 1,000 feet away. Here's where the lines meet before going into the terminal. It's called a junction box, or J-box for short. The STU II can handle only 1 call at a time. Whoever picks up his telephone first is in control of the terminal. This is a crypto ignition key, or CIK, which must be inserted here before the terminal can make conversations secure. And that's all there is to each STU II system. A terminal, an associated CIK, a J-box, and up to 6 telephones. The STU II offers many services, all available with just 1 phone on your desk. You're probably wondering if it's hard to use. Not at all. In fact, it's very easy. The STU II, given a few extra seconds, does most of the work for you. When you're making a clear-only call, the STU II can call any other telephone. When you're calling another STU II, a call can be initially clear and then changed to become a secure call, or it can be secure right from the start. When Mike ordered his pizza, he was making a clear-only call. All he did was pick up his telephone, push the clear button, and dial the number for Tony's Pizza. His second call, which was to someone with a STU II, was also clear and could have been placed in the same manner. But Mike anticipated the need to go secure at some point in the conversation. So he set up the call by first dialing the 5-digit ID number assigned to Bob's STU II terminal. When prompted by the flashing light, he pushed the clear button. Then he dialed Bob's regular telephone number. When Susan answered, Mike heard the STU II automatically dial a second number to complete the connection. Later, Mike warned Bob when he wanted to go secure, since the STU II needs a few seconds to change from clear to secure. Then he simply pushed the secure button and waited a few seconds while the STU II made a secure connection. If the need for security arises unexpectedly during a clear-only call and the terminal ID was not entered during the call setup, the only alternative is to hang up and start all over with a secure call. So it's a good idea to include the terminal ID in a STU II call setup, just in case. Now, let's watch Mike make an initially secure call. He sees that no one else is using STU II since no other extension lights are lit. He picks up the telephone. His extension number lights, indicating that he is now in control of the terminal. He dials Bob's 5-digit ID number. When the lights flash, he presses the secure button and waits for a dial tone. Then he dials Bob's telephone number and waits for STU II to give him a steady, secure light. Bob answers his phone, hears a short burst of tones, and then nothing. Shortly, he sees a secure light flashing and realizes that STU II is setting up a secure call. This could take 10 to 30 seconds. When his secure light stops flashing and remains on, he knows that his call is now secure. Calls are easy to make because STU II does most of the work. It even acts as an intercom, letting you talk among the phones connected to your terminal, one-to-one or all 6. These internal calls are not actually encrypted by the STU II, but may be considered secure. As long as there are no other extension lights on, you simply pick up the telephone, push hold, and dial the 1-digit number that belongs to the phone extension you want to call. For example, Mike has number 2. Hi, Mike. Don't forget the pizza. I can bring in any or all the other telephones by simply pushing hold and the desired extension numbers. By the same token, intercom privacy is guaranteed because those not invited can neither overhear nor join in the conversation if they pick up their phone. What's more, when one STU II calls another, up to 6 telephones at each end of the call can intercom. We call this intercom conferencing, and you can use intercom conferencing on any of the 3 types of calls: clear, initially clear, and secure. Just make sure that your STU II has completed the connection to the called party before you invite others to join in an intercom conference. The person establishing the call is in control of his STU II and can decide who at his end will intercom and who won't. At the called STU II, the first person to answer controls who can intercom among the extensions at that terminal. If the one in control of the intercom conference drops out before it's over, the lowest extension number in use at the terminal takes control of the call. The STU II can be helpful in other ways too. If your calls go through a switchboard or PBX and you receive a busy tone when dialing for an outside line, the STU II will automatically keep trying until you have a line. Each terminal can also hold in memory up to 20 telephone numbers selected by the users as those most important or most used. This allows what is called abbreviated or quick dialing. That is, you dial just a 5-digit ID number and the terminal will automatically dial the phone number for you. Installation personnel will enter these numbers into STU II memory, and just so you don't forget, they provide you with a list. Thereafter, all you have to do is just dial the 5-digit ID number on the list instead of the entire number. Here's Mike making an abbreviated dialing call.
Ladies Apparel, Mrs. Bloom speaking. May I help you?
Once in a while, you may misdial an ID. When you do, just hang up and try again. Now, on some STU IIs, you can either talk or listen, but not both at the same time. Sort of like a one-way bridge where traffic can move in only one direction at a time. Technically, this is called a half-duplex operation. If you call one of these STU IIs, or if you're using one of them, the PTT light on the telephone will light up, and you must use the PTT push-to-talk button on the handset. Just push it when you want to talk, and release it as you listen. With this special feature, background noises can be eliminated. Some STU IIs help you push the PTT automatically. Through a voice-operated switch, or Vox, they give you the right-of-way to talk the instant they detect your voice. If your STU II has this voice-operated switch, the extension lights on your telephone will indicate the call status. Number 6 light will flash when it detects your speech. Number 4 light will come on solid while you're talking. When you're listening or receiving, the number 5 light will come on solid. When lights 4, 5, and 6 are out, either party is free to start talking. The STU II has 2 levels of secure voice quality, 9600 bits per second and 2400 bits per second. Normally, it will automatically select the best level. If during a secure call you hear a rushing sound and the secure light starts flashing, stop talking. The STU II is going through a crypto resynchronization. Wait until the light remains on and the rushing sound stops before you start talking again. You may notice a change in the voice quality at this time. You don't have to do anything. Only recognize what has happened. That's about all you need to know to get the best service from your STU II. There is just one more thing. As an added security measure, you can disable your STU II telephone. Just pick up your handset, press the hold button, the star button, and the clear button, and hang up. This prevents unauthorized persons from using your phone when you're not around. To verify that it's really off, pick up your handset again and check to see that your extension light and your alarm light both come on. To enable your telephone, depress the hold, star, and secure buttons and dial the special 4-digit enable code. This will reconnect your telephone to your terminal. Press the hold button a second time. And when the alarm light goes out, your telephone is ready for use. One final precaution. The CIK protects the security function of the terminal. Without it, only clear calls can be made. It should be removed when the terminal is unattended. At the end of the day, for instance, when the last user leaves, he may take the CIK with him or store it in an area which is away from the terminal. If it is kept in an area close to the terminal, it must be stored in a security container which has been approved for secret or top secret King material. If you have any questions, this operating manual, KAO 191, covers all aspects of using and safeguarding your STU II. Oh, hi, Mike. Is it lunchtime already? Ooh. Enjoy your STU II.